I'm Johnny Vegas, and you're listening to KopTalk with Dunk. And all you other Liverpool sites, just stop embarrassing yourself, alright?
Yo, what up? This your boy Smooth, straight from New York. You're listening to KopTalk Podcast. Remember this, you never walk alone, but if you fuck with us, you walk with a limp.
Alright guys, how's it going? It is Friday, the 27th of October 2023, and you're listening to the KopTalk Podcast. Well, how's about that then? Liverpool 5, Toulouse 1. That's how you should do it, innit guys? What a great result. I wasn't too sure, what was going to be the outcome of the game. But there were so many positives to take from it. And do you know what was nice? It was nice to see a lot of fans ranting and raving about Endo. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, it was just nice to see. Do you know what I mean? Some great individual performances last night, I thought. It's not a competition that I particularly enjoy. I know that some of you think that it's a good opportunity for some other players to figure and things like that, and that's gaining experience. And hey, you know what I mean? If we got to the final and win this, then yeah, fantastic, as Brendan Rodgers would say. But Champions League where it's at. But no, absolutely delighted. And I don't know. I just thought Graven. I don't know, never to say Gravenberg or Gravenberg, whatever. Was decent as well. Some of the youngsters, I don't know. There was just so many positives. I think you could do an hour-long episode, really, just on the positives from the game. And I'm sure you feel the same. But next up, right, is more important football as far as I'm concerned. It's Nottingham Forest at Anfield on Sunday at 2:00 in the Premier League. So I would like to have, given you a few match facts about that, but they're not available at the moment. And I use the BBC for that. They have a great head-to-head, just facts. There you go. They do a head-to-head general when the two sides have met, and then they give, they list the various stats and whatnot for each team. And I really like that, but they're not available at the time of recording. That's because I am recording early on a Friday morning. I did intend to get this out last night for you guys, but with the match and everything, it just didn't go to plan. So I do hope you enjoyed the game, and what a result! Brilliant. So, and it was good to see so many of you on the on the members' website, in the chat room, or wherever across the KopTalk network. Just everyone just seems so happy, which is good to see. So I won't focus too much on that because it is history. And I think I struggled to say history then. Right, okay, there's been some changes to fixtures and television coverage of fixtures and things like that. And I saw yesterday that I can't remember which was it Wolves? I can't remember. There's going to be a game on Christmas Eve. I don't know what you think about that. Me personally, I like watching my football, so if there's something on Christmas Eve, great, but I'm not sure what families will think about that and how fans are supposed to get around the country and whatnot. Boxing Day looks absolutely mental. I saw someone I don't know if it was a tweet or a post on social media yesterday saying one for the couch potatoes is literally football all day right through to the evening, and all I could think was great. I won't call myself a couch potato, but Boxing Day, if I can kick back and watch football all day long, I think that's great. So let's have a look. A full list here in front of me of televised fixtures for Liverpool over December and going into January as well. So you've got Sheffield United v Liverpool on the 6th of December. That's going to be broadcast on Prime Video. You've got... right, I'll start again. That's Sheffield United away. Okay, on December 6th. You've got Crystal Palace away on December 9th. That's a Saturday. That's on TNT Sports. Then you've got the big one, Liverpool at home to Manchester United on Sunday, December 17th, a 4:30pm kickoff, and that is, of course, on Sky Sports. And you know what? A few days later, almost a week later. Saturday, December 23rd, Liverpool at home to Arsenal. What a game that's going to be as well. 5:30pm Sky Sports. Boxing Day, Burnley away, 5:30pm Prime Video. New Year's Day, Liverpool at home to Newcastle. That's going to be tasty, isn't it? 8pm Sky Sports. And then Sunday, January 21st, Bournemouth away, 4:30pm Sky Sports. So we have got so many games lined up to. And I don't know, we're so lucky, aren't we, really? I know you've got to have all these different networks and stuff like that to focus on. But, if you know what you're doing, if you've got a friend that's got one of them dodgy dongles or dodgy boxes, I'm sure you've got that covered. We do have a members offer, all right? But, you're listening to the podcast, so I'd extend it to any of you guys. Basically, I have a very good friend that I've known for probably 15, 16 years. He lives about 5 minutes away from me, and he provides IPTV, and it's heavily discounted. It's still not the cheapest, though, but that's because it's good. And we have an offer on the members website, and I basically refer people through to him, and he hooks them up, and I get nothing. So that's why it's heavily discounted, because when it came to because I wanted to help him out. He's a nice kid, you know what I mean, nice family and all that. And I just said, if you can help the members out, then we'll send some business your way or whatever. And he was like, right, okay, so what would you want for each sign up? And I said, I don't want anything. If you can make it even cheaper, scrap my cut, and if you can make it even cheaper for the people and look after them, then that'll do me. And that is the case. So if you're looking for an IPTV provider, drop me an email, dunk, D-U-N-K, at KopTalk.com, and I will give you his details for you to contact him and sort it out between yourselves. But he'll look after you. You're safe. You're not going to get skanked, right? Because he's literally 5 minutes from me. And you've got to have a touch of reality around IPTV. These things can go down, but I've only had it go down a couple of times in the last couple of years that I've been with him, and he's a good kid. So if you're looking for IPTV and you want to claim that deal, just email me, dunk at KopTalk.com, and I'll forward you to his details, and you can touch base with him. But like I said, there's nothing in it for me. I genuinely just want to help the people out that follow my content. Right, what else have we got? Liverpool-linked winger Nico Gonzalez has spoken out on his future and where he sees himself playing after current club Fiorentina. The Reds have recently been suggested as a possible destination for the Argentine winger, who has scored 7 in 12 this term. Now, speaking to ESPN about his future plans, he said, I really want to play for River Plate. I want my brother to see me with that shirt. It would be very special. But today I'm in Europe. One day I hope it comes true. I wouldn't go to River for a walk. You have to win everything. I would love to win the Copa Libertadores and the Championship. It would be very nice. So he's been flagged up. Those quotes are being flagged up. In other words, Liverpool have been linked with him, but he's got his eye on other things, and that's why the media are telling you that. I don't think he's been heavily linked with us, and I wouldn't take that too seriously anyway. Okay. Manchester City are reportedly ready to rival Liverpool for the signing of Bayern Munich star Jamal Musiala. You know what I'm like. The 20-year-old has emerged as a target for Liverpool in recent days. It has quickly become clear Jurgen Klopp's side will not be the only club chasing the services of the Germany international. Now, there's reports in Germany stating that Pep Guardiola, quote, wants the player, and that there will be a, quote, big competition between City and Liverpool for the Bayern attacking midfielder. I do think Liverpool are looking at him, but I wouldn't know if, no one said anything about anything more than that, to be honest. So one just to maybe monitor or keep an eye on. Werder Bremen learn don't risk anything after Keita injuries. Werder Bremen will reportedly take a don't risk anything approach after suffering bad luck with the signing of Naby Keita from Liverpool. The former Red has experienced no let-up on an injury front since leaving Anfield, appearing in only 3 games in all competitions this term. And now is now not expected to return until after November, the November international break, according to reports in Germany, leaving the club frustrated at the situation they find themselves in. Well, it's their own stupid fault then, isn't it? I mean, seriously, that kid's a waste of space. Honestly, really. If you put all this playing time together for Liverpool, right, into minutes, and I bet I could last that long. Honestly, I could. It's serious. Like, girls, I can last in the, for a while in the right places. But what I'm saying is, like, he's an absolute waste of space. I mean, I know we all want Liverpool players to do well and blah blah blah, but come on, we've got to have some realism here, guys. He was useless, wasn't he? Okay, what else have we got? We're going to have a look at the mainstream media. I don't think there's a lot today, actually, because, as you know, much of today is, going to be about the game last night. Let's have a look. I'll click through to this page now. Here we go. Assan Ouedraogo. Have you heard of him? Ouedraogo. It sounds like something from a Rocky film. According to reports in Germany, Bayern Munich may hold the edge over Liverpool in the race to sign the Schalke 04 midfielder. The 17-year-old has enjoyed a stunning start to the new campaign with Schalke, who were relegated to Bundesliga 2 at the end of last season. During this campaign, he has etched his name into the club's record books by becoming their youngest debutant and goal scorer. Earlier this month, it was claimed that Liverpool were one of a number of top European sides keeping tabs on the 17-year-old, with Manchester United and Bayern Munich also interested. However, according to Sky Sports Germany reporter Florian Plettenberg, clauses in his contract will see clubs in European competition pay 20 million euros, while those in Germany would only have to pay between 7 and 12 million euros for the midfielder, depending on their European status. It means Bayern Munich could already have a one-up on Liverpool in the pursuit of the highly rated teenager. Very weak, that, isn't it, guys, that article, if you think about it. Bayern Munich may hold the edge over Liverpool, because of a few million. I don't think if Liverpool wanted him at 20 million euros, they'd go and get him. I haven't heard his name mooted much. I mean, maybe it has been mentioned on the members' website, but I certainly haven't seen any big discussions about him. Players like this, are scouted by Liverpool guys. We scout all sorts of players all of the time, every day. And few, become subject to a recruitment attempt, right? So, but still, if it comes up as a serious link at some point, you know about the differences on the finances. So, just focusing on one thing from last night's game, that miss by Darwin Núñez, and basically the boss said he couldn't care less about the comical miss, and he said, this is what the boss said: he played incredible. Honestly, in this moment I couldn't care less that he hit the post, because everything before was super convincing. It was absolutely clear how he took the defender away, how he passed the goalie. It was a perfect situation. He played really good. The goal he scored, the situations he was involved in, dropping into midfield, staying on the ball, all these things. There were a lot of good things, and he is in a good moment. I'd love to know your thoughts on Darwin Núñez. Podcast at KopTalk.com. I remain unconvinced, guys. I've got to be honest. I like him. I do like him. But I'm not sure he's the long-term answer for greatness. I don't know. Maybe I'm being very, very unfair. But you've got to remember that, I suppose I'm getting on a bit now, and I've seen some cracking strikers and that for Liverpool over the years. Do you know what I mean? As I'm sure you have in recent years. We always do well with that position, and I don't know. Let's see. Let's hope. I was hoping, the way the season started, that he would make a bright name for himself this year. So, hey, fingers crossed, nothing could make me more happy than that. So, according to Calcio Mercato, which is an Italian outlet, a great frost has fallen between Napoli forward Victor Osimhen and chairman Aurelio De Laurentiis as the Nigerian looks to decide his future. Now, he's been linked with a move to Liverpool and other Premier League clubs, with an exit from Napoli looking increasingly likely, in the coming windows. It's now been reported that there is currently a large gap between the front man's salary compared to what he would like to earn if he signed a new deal. Very strange situation with what's going on there. There's been a lot of drama surrounding him. I mean, he's a great player, and I reckon Liverpool will be watching that. I do. I genuinely believe Liverpool will be watching that situation, his contracts and stuff like that. I do. I don't know. Obviously, a lot depends on what's going to happen with Mo, right? With the Saudis and all that. But anyway, right. Let's move on. Let's just have a look. What else have I got for you? We're going to have a look at the mainstream media, the bit where I can't pronounce anyone's name. Football Insider, Saudi Pro League officials have sounded out Man City's Belgian midfielder Kevin De Bruyne, 32, about a move to the Middle East in 2024. The Telegraph are saying that following Tonali's ban, Newcastle are exploring the possibility of reducing his wages. Great player. What the fuck is wrong with these people and gambling and that? I just don't get it. 90 min. Newcastle are also considering Manchester United Scotland international Scott McTominay, 26, and Man City's England midfielder Calvin Phillips, 27. Who's this? The Sport. So that's going to be Spain. Chelsea have shown an interest in signing 19-year-old Spain midfielder Javi, who Barcelona may have to sell for £87 million to ease their financial troubles. The Athletic say a loan move to Saudi Arabia looks the likeliest escape route for Manchester United for 23-year-old winger Jadon Sancho, although Chelsea could be an option with Borussia Dortmund not interested. What else have we got? A lot of shite there. Reports in Germany, Liverpool are favourites to sign Portugal centre-back Goncalo Inacio, 22, from Sporting Lisbon. A player that I thought we would sign in the summer. We were given information earlier in the year to watch that. But as you know, it didn't happen. It didn't happen, and I'm completely astounded as to why it didn't happen. Maybe at some point we'll realise why. But I think that is one player that you should keep an eye on. And I might say that about a few players, but I mean, I don't mean a passing eye, I mean real attention. I'm sure that there is an article on the front page of www.KopTalk.com. You might want to go and read that about Inacio speculation rumbling on. And I think that you should keep an eye on that. Okay, what else have we got for you guys? Reports in Spain saying Newcastle United are the latest Premier League club to consider a move for Inter Milan's Federico Di Marco, with the 25-year-old Italy defender also interesting Chelsea and Manchester United. The Football Insider, it would take a bid of at least £80 million for Manchester City to consider selling Argentina forward Julian Alvarez, 23. Mail, they say that Sheffield United could sack manager Paul Heckingbottom if his side lose at Arsenal on Saturday, paving the way for former Blades boss Chris Wilder, whose last job was at Watford last season. Fabrizio Romano, he says Mali midfielder, oh my God, Abdoulaye Doko, I have fucking no idea, 30, he's set to sign a new contract at Everton until 2025 with an option until 2026. Independent manager Mauricio Pochettino will have the final say on Chelsea transfers going forward. And finally, the Mail say Burnley owners ALK Capital are in talks with Dundee over proposals to make the Scottish Premiership side a feeder club. So, a few rumours there. They're a bit naff, to be honest. I mean, I always think that the day after a game is pretty quiet with news and stuff like that. I don't know if there's anything on the members' website. I don't think so, really. Let me just have a look in the scouting department for you. It's early in the morning, so I haven't really taken a look yet. There are ongoing updates regarding Pedro Neto, Osimhen, and Andre again. Yeah, okay, so those are ongoing at the moment if you're on the VIP members website. Okay, boys and girls, let's have a look at giving everybody a shout out that supports this podcast, and then we'll have another quick look at what's going on. Right. If you want to support the podcast, you can do so by going to www.KopTalkPodcast.com, and for the cost of a coffee, all right, or a beer, whichever way you want to look at it, you can become a supporter of the podcast. You get all the adverts removed. You listen to the private episodes when we do them, and you'll be supporting me, which is very good. And obviously, getting rid of the adverts, I think, is the most important thing. They are pesky, aren't they? So I want to give a shout out collectively to those of you on the old fan legacy tier. Thanks, guys. I do appreciate you still hanging on to that. But let's start with the supporter tier. We have Vincent, we have Tom, Simon, Phil, Mark Bingley, Jimmy, Jamie. We've got Hamza, Glyn Taylor, and Aaron O'Dowd. We then have our members. Now, members, they can get the podcast, but they also get text updates and exclusive videos on the Patreon website. So if you're in the member tier or above, you do get that. So you supporters, you might want to step up when you get a bit more. Tyler Dean Williams is a KopTalk member, as is Paul MC, Matt Meeker, James Lee, Jack Rudgley. We've got Clint, Big Wave Dave, and Andrew Evans. And then right here at the very top of my screen, we have the legends, Michael Couchman, David Sutcliffe, and Adam Naylor, who basically buy me a few coffees, 2 or 3 coffees once a month, maybe a biscuit. All right, www.koptalkpodcast.com. And I do appreciate you guys for walking with me with KopTalk, which will be coming up to 26 years soon, I guess. Have I ever mentioned that? Look, I'm just happy to be here. Right, I don't know. Listen, like at the end of every episode, I always think, did I enjoy, today's episode? I'm not sure today's episode is that great. I like to be honest with you, but I do think that that's because there was a game last night. It's that simple, really. There is an article here. There's an article on The Athletic today. Liverpool's Anfield Road end, millions in lost revenue, site chaos and no set end date. I can't read it to you. It's way too long. I think it'd be... there's a couple of things maybe that we should mention. One is that the Athletic are going down the route of, with income streams at Liverpool already hit by missing out on Champions League football, this setback is painfully financially as well as logistically. The owners already had to sell a minority stake in the club to American sports investment firm Dynasty Equity in an attempt to pay down debt. So just be prepared for something in the next transfer window next summer, saying, well, because the stand wasn't open, we can't afford anything. Got to be, what I mean? You just, I don't know. When is a realistic date for the stand to open? Multiple people contacted by the Athletic suggest work is likely to continue well into 2024, meaning Liverpool will play more than half of their home games this season in a half-finished stadium. At the start of October, Billy Hogan confirmed the upper tier will remain closed at least for the remainder of this year, but stopped short of adding an exact date for completion. Liverpool declined to provide specific answers to a list of questions sent to them by the Athletic, referring us to Hogan's statement earlier this month. Quite a few people have taken shots at the owners over this, but what can you do, with that company collapsing? Buckingham Group, wasn't it? They went into administration, and it's just, I don't know. I don't think it's just one of those things. I think. That company, as far as I'm aware, was a very successful, established company, and I don't think you can beat the owners up on that one, guys. I know some of you will, but I don't think it's fair. I don't know. So yeah, a bit of a meh podcast for you. I'm very sorry that I couldn't excite you with anything. I did do some videos yesterday on KopTalk.tv, which you might want to go and look at if you haven't seen them already. Real life Guess Who facepalm was the last upload. That's nothing to do with Liverpool. It's just to do with someone that was sat on one of my flights recently, sat by me, that's very famous in football, if you like. Not famous in it. Well, I know you've got to watch the video. Real life Guess Who facepalm. I did a video with the latest transfer speculation concerning all clubs. Liverpool and Manchester United scout Robin Le Normand, all right, That was a video I did yesterday. Damien Comolli returns to Anfield. That was, of course, yesterday's game. And I did Andre latest LFC swoop, delegation Brazil bound, which I believe we've spoke about on this podcast. But Liverpool officials, or a delegation if you like, intend to head out to Brazil very soon to try and broker a deal for Andre. Specific details regarding the logistics, etc. are available on the KopTalk VIP members website, which you can join and support by going to koptalk.com and look on the right hand side. I think it's just a little, that one was, sometimes you can't speak publicly about everything, I think. So that's why it's on there. Okay, guys, that's your lot for today. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed last night's game. And I was going to say I hope we speak before the next game, but I don't think that's going to be. Let me just see that if the stats are out yet, because I love the stats. If they are, I will hang around a little bit longer. No, they're not. So no doubt they'll come out later. So, all right, guys. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the podcast. I know it's not totally exciting today, but that's reality. We don't bullshit around here. If there's something exciting, we talk about it. If there's something not so exciting, we have to stumble our way through it. All right, guys. I'll speak to you soon. Have a great weekend and take care.